You're watching the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Salah to settle it in front of the Kop.
Good afternoon, you lovely people. Welcome back to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand. Let's have a little chat on this Wednesday afternoon. Get your comments in. First of all, I'd like to know where you're watching from. Second of all, your thoughts on last night's game. I did not do an instant match reaction show last night. It was my birthday. Please allow me. But I thought I can't let them go without, can I? All right, so I've got to come on tomorrow with all my pleasure and deliver you a nice little roundup from what happened yesterday. Liverpool go through to the fourth round of the FA Cup as holders. Of course, Harvey Elliott. What a wonder strike that was, by the way. His fifth goal for Liverpool. And of course, do we now really take seriously Stefan Bajcetic? Does he start against Chelsea? We'll get into all of that. But make sure, as loads of people have already said in the comments, make sure that you're liking the video. A massive shout out already to Scouse African. Let's get to 100 likes at least today, at the very, very, very least. All right. Massive shout out to you for the super chat as well, Guy. And also remember, if you want to have your chat read out without question, then do what Scouse African has done here and send a little super chat in if you can afford to. Thank you for that, my friend. Right, let's get into it. If I'm really honest, I didn't think we'd win this game. Not only because it's in January and we play pants in January as always, but it was a nice little birthday present nonetheless. We didn't maybe play as we know we can do, but again, with the changes made, I think Klopp made 8 changes last night. It was a very good performance. We have to give credit where credit's due. It's very easy to slag off the players and criticize them when they're not playing well. But again, when it's time to, you have to give them a lot of credit as well. And Liverpool came through that game last night pretty unscathed against a very strong Wolves team. And they were bang up for it last night. Let's not forget that on the pitch, they had Adama Traore, Nunez, Neves, Podence, Jimenez, obviously. They brought on Cunha. They brought on Diego Costa. So trust me, they were trying everything they can or everything they could to make sure they got through to that next round last night. And Liverpool said no. Kelleher in goal. Fantastic performance from him, as always. Again, rarely makes a mistake for Liverpool. A right back. This was a bit of a controversial one for me because I'm still waiting to see Calvin Ramsey. I've seen a little bit of him. I've been teased, but I'd like to see a lot more. He is a right back, let's not forget. James Milner's necessarily not a right back, although he does play there when we need him. However, for me, Calvin Ramsey, I don't know what's happened to him. I don't think he's injured. I'd like to see him a lot more. I know he got sent off very recently for the under-23s, but we need to see a lot more of this guy. If Trent is to have someone that competes with him at that right back position, then what was the point in buying Calvin Ramsey if we're going to play James Milner there? Let me know in the comments if you agree. But it was a very defensive Wolves side, and we did well to break it down with that one moment of quality. But in the middle, Konate did well. Nat Phillips, absolute disgrace how he got a yellow card. Massive dive. I can't remember who. Was it Cunha? I think it might have been Cunha, Mateus Cunha, but there was no way that should have been a yellow card. But big up to him for not even complaining. Tsimikas was okay. In the midfield, though, that's where we saw a massive improvement from Liverpool. A midfield that actually did have legs. Thiago was there, Bajčetić, and Harvey Elliott, who scored the absolute wonder goal, which we will speak about. And then up front, listen, 3 games now, we haven't seen much from Cody Gakpo, if I'm being honest. I think it's pretty much set up for him now on Saturday to have a massive performance, maybe score a goal or 2. But we have seen him through the middle. I think he's a lot better coming from the left. But obviously, with no Darwin Núñez, we know that team has to adapt with injuries. So we know that he's probably not playing in his most favoured position right now. But nonetheless, he will get into it. He will score goals. It's just a patience thing. He's adapting, right? Thiago, very impressive last night as well, by the way. And the lads that came off the bench, also good. Ben Doak did well. Do you know what? I thought Naby Keita had a very good game last night as well. I really did. When we see Naby Keita playing, first of all, but when we see him playing with that kind of pizzazz that we saw at Salzburg, or Leipzig, sorry, that's why we bought him in the first place. When you see that, you do sit there and go, we've got a player there. There is a player inside of there. It's just covered by Weetabix. So when he is playing, when he is fit, when he does start, there's not really many bad games that he's had for Liverpool, if I'm really honest. It's just the frustrating thing with him is the injuries. Looks like he's going to leave for free in the summer, which I think people now are fairly happy with. But the grass isn't always greener. He is still a very good player, and he can make an impact off the bench. He's got experience. But we can't afford, as a football club, financially, to keep paying players that just aren't fit most of the time. And I would say out of his Liverpool career in the last 6 years, we've probably, I mean, I'd love someone to actually send in the stats here. If someone can jump on Wikipedia quickly and find out how many is the most league games he's played in a campaign, I'd love to know. I doubt it will be over 25. But again, I could be proved wrong. But there is a player there, guys. Let me know what you think about Naby Keita potentially leaving for free. The Ox is going to leave for free as well. We spoke about all of this on the Hot Topics podcast yesterday, by the way, with Mario and myself, which actually turned out to be the most viewed ever Hot Topics podcast. So I'm buzzing about that. But we had a big, long discussion about the money that could potentially be coming in from the owners, which we said would be around 250 million. But also, how much money can Liverpool accrue for players still on the books? And we were trying to add it up. I mean, we're obviously not going to get any money for the Ox or Keita, or probably James Milner, because they're all out of contract. But how are we gonna raise some money to add into those funds that have been promised to Liverpool in the summer? Let me know in the comments. But it was a good performance from Liverpool. I'm pleased for Harvey Elliott as well. What a strike! He was pressing with the ball beautifully yesterday. He really ran his socks off. But for me, the goal, easily the best goal he scored for Liverpool. It was some way out. And I think what's caught the keeper out is the fact that he's taken it so early. If you actually watch it back, it looks like he's bursting into that kind of number 10 position to maybe lay it off or find someone in the pocket. But the keeper, Jose Sarr, had absolutely no idea that was coming. So for him to smash one past the keeper from 30, 35 yards will do him an absolute world of good for his confidence. And also it's just the goals from midfield. It's nice to see goals from midfield, you know. We've got some stats here about Naby Keita. He made 25 appearances in 18-19. That was his best season for Liverpool, without question. The year we won the Champions League was definitely Naby Keita's best season for us in 18-19. But again, 25 appearances is the most. 23 last season. A lot of those came as a sub. So it'd be nice. It would have been nice. It's too late now, but it would have been nice for Naby Keita to play a lot more games for Liverpool. As I said, you can see that there's a player there whenever he plays. He's very technically gifted. It's just the injuries thing. But going back to Harvey Elliott, a lot of great comments in the chat right now for him. Big up to David Westmoreland, who says, good day, the Reds much improved and hopefully getting back to normal. Let's hope we are showing that fighting spirit against Chelsea on Saturday. I cannot wait for this game on Saturday. It's actually my first game at Anfield since November, I think, so I can't wait to get back in the Kop, support the boys, get behind the manager. And another really, really positive thing to see last night was the support from the away fans. They were singing from minute one. And the love that they showed Jurgen Klopp at the end was really heartwarming. That was to me a big message that said, no, we're still with you. Doesn't matter what anyone else thinks about pundits, other teams, other managers, other players, other fans. No, we are still with you 1000%. We're backing you till the very, very end. And I think Jurgen Klopp really liked that last night. He went over to the fans, big smile on his face as we've gone through to the next. To be honest, going through to the fourth round of the FA Cup, I can give or take that, right? But for me, it was the passion that the fan showed that really got us through that game last night. And Klopp deserves it. Absolutely, he deserves that show of emotion, that show of love, and he got it last night. Absolutely, and I was proud of the boys. The boys did do good, David. Thank you for that. Bajčetić is a badger in the midfield. Absolutely, Scouse African. Big up to you, Elliott. He's like a snake, silky smooth, silk passing, and boy did he hit it. Boom. Absolutely boom, my friend. Good to see the press back. Big up to Elliott and Carvalho on that. Absolutely. I mean, again, before the game, a lot of people were saying that Fabio Carvalho hasn't had any opportunities or many opportunities at Liverpool in the last few months. But boy, did he come back in a good way last night. He scored an offside goal. It was offside. But again, it seemed last night that all the players were fighting for the team. They were singing off the same hymn sheet. And yes, it was an FA Cup third round replay. But sometimes you need these games to show that and give yourself momentum going back into the very, very important games that we've got coming up. If you look at Liverpool's fixture list in the next month or so, it's stacked with teams that we can beat: the Chelseas, the Newcastles, the Evertons. But we also chuck in the Real Madrid there as well. It's looking like a very important month for Liverpool, or from at least now until this time in February. But yeah, it was brilliant to see that press last night. Big up to them for that. Elliott was brilliant. His goal is outstanding. Confidence was running through the whole team. It's about time Jurgen changed it up. I'm hoping he's going to be brave enough on Sunday. Now, that leads us on to the next point. Do you start a similar team, or I guess a similar team, or a different team to the one that played last night? You're looking at Núñez coming back. I'd love to see Bobby Firmino back in the fold. I really think we've missed him in both the number 10 role and the number 9 role, if I'm honest, without Darwin around. So we're going to see these guys coming back, hopefully. Now, does Klopp say to himself, by the way, if you can hear a little noise in the background, that's little Gus, the dog, eating his food. I think he's also having some water as well. Good to hydrate yourself, guys. So if you haven't already, make sure you down some water today. Where you going now, Gus? Going for a little wander? Lovely. Please don't piss and shit whilst I'm on this stream, though, because I will be very upset with you, Gus. But yeah, does Klopp stick in a Stefan Bajcetic? I was actually looking up some stats. He's the second youngest Spaniard to ever score in the Premier League. He's the third youngest ever Liverpool player to score, after Michael Owen and Raheem Sterling. He has got it all in front of him. I even saw a tweet last night from Luis Garcia, the Liverpool legend, that said he has the potential to be Liverpool and Spain's midfield future. Now, that is some compliment when you consider the likes of Gavi, Pedri are doing big things for Barcelona right now at such a young age. But for me, I'm looking at this Stefan Bajcetic and I'm looking at it and I'm saying, he's got it all. He's 6'1", and trust me, by the time he's 23, 24, he's going to have grown out a lot more. He's going to be a lot more physical on the ball. But he's the kind of player that has all the right attributes. When you look at his stature, like I said, he's tall, he can pass, he loves to tackle. He can obviously score a goal as well, as we saw against Aston Villa. But Mario will know I've been banging on about this kid. I've really liked the look of him ever since I first laid eyes on him. I think it might have been against maybe Strasbourg in the preseason game at Anfield this season that I saw him. But nonetheless, he is someone that we have to keep an eye on, and he is someone that without question is going to play a lot of games for Liverpool and Spain as well. I think he can also play for Serbia. His dad played for Serbia as well. So he's the kind of player that you'd love to have around, and one for the future and the present, because last night he bossed it for us. He had those 3 midfielders for Wolves in his pocket almost last night. So a massive shout out to Stefan, and I'd love to see more of him playing. Big up to Jake, who's watching from Australia. Big up to you, my buddy. Court Green says, I am watching from Merida, Venezuela. Good game, poco a poco. Vamos rojos. Big up to you, my friend Court Green. I'd love to go to Venezuela one day. Beautiful country from what I've heard. Very impressed with that first half performance. But LFC DS, who was at the game last night, big up to you, mate. He says, just to bring us back down to ground, he says, let's not get carried away. It was a weakened Wolves side. He played unreal and does deserve to play on Saturday, but he is not. But is he the answer to our problems? Probably not. There you go. Interesting from DS there. A big up to AGT. What a result and what a goal from Elliott last night. Scouse African letting us know that Chelsea do not look intimidating right now. Elliott's goal yesterday was similar in my opinion, to the second goal Southampton scored against City. Yeah, very true, actually. It was from a long way out, caught the keeper off guard. This Saturday, I'd just prefer to see Trent in the midfield. Yeah, I would love to see that one day, of course. Gakpo isn't a 9, or he's a winger who should put Salah up middle when Firmino and Núñez is out. I would agree. I think Salah, as we've seen, especially last season, through the middle, that guy is something else. But again, Salah poor last night, if we're being honest. I can't really tell you the last time Salah made me stand up and go, wow, that is Mo Salah. That is textbook Salah. What a performance. Again, let me know if you think there is one and I'm being a bit harsh. Done well, getting stuck in, says T-Boys TV. We need to play Calvin Ramsey and use the youth. Elliott, Carvalho and the rest, I agree. Maybe not for Saturday. I think we put our strongest team out. But do you know what? I wouldn't be too mad if we had Bajcetic in that squad. Definitely in the squad, but in that starting 11. I think if you combined him with a Thiago, maybe not Elliott, maybe a Fabinho as well. I think that midfield is good to go against Chelsea. I don't feel confidence on 21/1/2003. I'm guessing that's the 21st, which is this weekend. Big up to you, Andy. Harvey on the right wing. Again, he can play on the right wing, but through the middle, you could see what he did last night. Cater, I'm sorry, he's done at Liverpool. Sad to see, really. Big up for his passion as well last night, Harvey Elliott. Away support is class, like always, as we know for sure. Klopp will always and forever be with us. We are human. Scousers stick together. Bellingham is licking his lips. He'll come to Liverpool. I hope so. Thank you again for the super chat, my friend. Big up to little Gus in the cut, who's having a little watch of the Kop TV right now, aren't you, Gus? What do you reckon of Harvey Elliott's performance last night? Exactly. I thought the same. And you're right. You're right, actually. Would you start Stefan on Saturday? Yes, I would. Badger's got to start on Saturday. Yeah, why don't we call him the Badger? This is what I might start calling Stefan Bajcetic, the Badger. And here's some great stats that back this up. Big up to Kazi as well, by the way, who's very influential in the Kop TV's Discord channel right now. If you guys want the conversation to carry on, when we're talking about Liverpool, then make sure that you jump in the link in the description right now and head over to Discord, where I'm asking you guys big questions, i.e., what video shall we do? Make sure you're all locked into the episodes that we're doing. I give you a bit more exclusive chat in there. So if you want to talk to me more outside of the live streams, then make sure you jump on Discord and we can keep that conversation flowing. As always, it's important that we do that. But here you go. Bajčetić won 5 out of 6 ground duels, made 2 interceptions and 3 tackles. They're the kind of numbers that you would expect of a Fabinho, maybe, who is that lighthouse figure. Gus, what are you doing back there, mate? All right, just relax yourself. But I agree, those stats are brilliant. I thought Klopp was wrong with his subs. He moved Elliott back into RCM and it didn't work. Big up to the dog, woof woof, for sure. Dog's got good ball knowledge, for sure. Look at him, though. He's so cheeky. He knows I'm working. And he's down here trying to bite something or play. He's actually just looking at himself in the mirror there, aren't you, Gus? Big up to you, my... Look who that is on the Kop TV. It's you, Gus. Yeah. Don't look at me. Look at that. He does have good ball knowledge. Where do you think he gets that from, buddy? It's from me. Let's just fix the camera for ourselves there. Big up to you. Thank you, my bro. Saturday, see you at the game. Make sure you come. If you're on... Right. I'm trying to bring on some more faces, some more very knowledgeable Scouse or non-Scouse faces and voices on the Kop TV. As always, I always am. But on Saturday, the fan cams are going to go off. Now, if you're at the game, if you're watching, even if you don't have a ticket to the game on Saturday, come and watch it outside the ground. In Taggies or Hotel Tia or the Park Pub. Watch it somewhere there. And then if you're in Liverpool, make sure you come and speak to us after. I'd love to get a fan cam from you on Saturday there, Scouse African, please. Fingers crossed Reece James doesn't start playing basketball like how he did at Anfield last season. Got sent off, obviously, last season at Anfield for a handball on the line. Cheers, Gus, walking right across the wires. So the Qatari stuff is nonsense. FSG want to sell minority stake. I don't know. I wouldn't totally believe that yet. Question time. Fab Carvalho game time. Yes, I think he deserves more, if I'm honest. All Liverpool FC win Saturday. The Qatar thing isn't nonsense. When bad news, Pierce says something, the opposite happens. Will you be opposite the Park Pub? Yes, we will, my friend. That's where we do all the fan cams. And it will actually be my first game at Anfield since the Derby game in the League Cup in November. So I just, like I said, I cannot wait to jump in there. Just tried to jump in the Discord. It says link is invalid or has expired. Let me get that for you right now so you're not going without. If I go create invite, it should give me a link. There's the link, right? So I've just got the link. Maybe it's a different link from the one that I put in the chat. But if you click on that, T-Boy, you should be able to jump straight into the Discord with us. I've just put it here for you guys. So make sure you jump on via that link. I'm so angry at FSG. Just sell up. Come on. I agree. If you're going to sell. Don't do it half-heartedly. Oh, look, T-Boy's in. Big up. T-Boy's in the Discord channel. I'm actually just going to put that in the description to this video right now as well because it is expired. You're not wrong. Thank you for reminding me. That is now the updated link in the description to this video. Big up to Kazi, who's also watching this video and in the Discord right now. Do you think, big up to you, Sean Power, do you think we should sell Fabinho and look to get in a new DM? Well, bro, I've just been speaking about our new DM for the future. It's Stefan Bajcetic, the Badger. Look at this little kid playing with his little monkey toy. That is Jordan. Is that Pep Linda's book? That's Pep Linda's book, the red one there, and then Jordan Henderson's one's on the top. Big up to you, T-Boy. You are in. Right, Harvey Wonderstrike, buzzing for him. That would do him a world of good. His confidence goes through the roof after that. You could see how much it meant to him. The passion, how much that meant to him to score that goal is a fantastic strike from miles out. Fantastic. Buzzing for him. Stefan Bajcetic, the standout player for me. Does this man play more? Do we start him against Chelsea on Saturday? Let me know in the comments right now as we go through to the next round of the FA Cup. The only thing is, unfortunately for us, we're playing against Brighton again, away again. A big up to Giddy Rankin, who's also just joined the Discord chat. People are joining right now whilst we're on air, which is great to see. But guys, how do you big up to Jake Fimo, who's just joined the Discord chat as well? Big up to CD Prasad, who says, would you start Bajcetic versus Chelsea? Yes, I would. Hopefully Klopp will start him, and happy late birthday, AGT, my brother. Thank you very much. And tell me honestly, do you feel we're signing anyone in January? I will take Neves or Kone. I do not think we sign anyone else in January. I think if you're to believe what we've read, we go big in the summer. As Gus has a little shake. Thank you for that, my friend. Big up to Jake for just joining the Discord. T-Boys TV is there as well. But guys, we play Brighton away in the FA Cup 4th round, which if we're going to go with what happened on Saturday, it's not a game I'm looking forward to, if I'm honest. Big improvements need to be made before we start taking that one seriously, which to get us in the 5th round. I mean, listen, I always want to win the FA Cup, especially as holders. I really do. But at the same time, we have to make sure that we win these kind of games. Gus, stop. You've just unplugged my mic, bro. I've got to... This is what I mean. Trying to film when I've got that looking at me. How do you do it? Stop biting the wires, Gus. There's people trying to watch the Kop TV right now. You waste, man. I'm not muted anymore. I'm back. Pierce is saying a £3 billion bid may try to change FSG's decision, but I saw somewhere a 3.5 million bid was sent on 9th of Jan. Listen, we should be aiming for a bit more than 3.5, if I'm honest, as well, by the way. If Chelsea can get 4 or 5 billion, then surely we've got to get that similar to ourselves. Let's not forget as well, FSG bought this club for 300 million 12 years ago. If they sell the club for 3 billion, yes, they've made a very substantial profit, but I think we should be aiming for more than that. Gus, go away. I'm trying to work, man. Literally trying to work. What's wrong with you? Don't be rude. I'll play with you after. But right now, I'm speaking to all the people around the world on the Kop TV. Don't look at me with those little puppy eyes like you're all sad. Git. We should be aiming for more than 3 billion or 3.5. I'd say at least 4 to 4.5 from me personally. But again, what do I know? But unless there's anything else you guys want to talk about, I'm looking to round it up there. We'll be back on the Kop TV tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning with Matisse, right? Matisse, the big Chelsea fan, doing massive things on DR Sports. See him every week, and he's going to be on the channel. And then on Saturday, of course, we've got the game. And I'm aiming to give you guys at least 10 to 15 top quality fan cams on Saturday as well, by the way. So make sure if you are watching the game, you come over and say hi. We want to see more of Gus. Oh, Gus, they want to see more of you. Look, he's got wires all over him. How can that be comfortable? He is so cute, though, isn't he? I can't lie. Look at that dog. He is the cutest dog I've ever had. I've only had one dog, to be fair. Look at those eyes, Gus. Everyone loves you. Everyone loves you, Gus. Do you realize that? Everyone on the Kop, look, make Gus the new host of the show. They want to see more of you, Gus. Say something then, if you're going to be a host. You're just going to stare at me. What about if I go a bit closer? Look. Smash the likes for Gus, people. 79 of you in the comments right now. Smash at least a like each as I show you a lot of Gus. Look. This is the closest you guys have ever got to Gus. No, you're not supposed to bite the camera. Right, can you go away now, Gus, so I can finish the show? Right, okay, just stay there then. Honestly, little helmet sometimes. Like dog will bite. This dog doesn't bite. He's literally the most placid little dog ever. Gus clear of Alex, 100%. Easily. Gus is clear of me. He's got all the wires around his head right now. Big up to Gus every single time. Absolutely right. Let's carry on this conversation over on Discord. I've sent you the link. It's in the description right now, guys. So there's no excuses. You guys can talk to yourselves. You can talk to me. My dog is barking at him. You hear that, Gus? You've wound up other dogs now. Yeah. Oh my God. Look at this kid. How can you be that cute? Like, look at his stupid little face, his little monkey toy over there. He loves the camera, Gus does. I'll tell you that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. See you Saturday at 11 a.m. Good show today. What's going on Saturday at 11 a.m., mate? Can you say walkies? This dog loves walkies, but I've already taken him out on a massive walk around the Albert Docks this morning. So, yeah, no more walkies for you. You're so cute, Gus. But listen, there's your show. Wolves 0, Liverpool 1. A big result. Positive. Very positive performance. Go away, Gus. Very positive. You know, Klopp got a lot of love at the end of the game. The players showed a bit of fight, passion, which was what we've been lacking recently. So massive shout out to the players for getting through to the next round. You have to beat who's in front of you. We play Brighton in the next round. Massive shout out to Harvey. Brilliant strike from him. I'm buzzing for him. And then massive shout out to Stefan Bajcetic. We'll be back tomorrow at 11 with a big preview for the Chelsea game. Don't miss it. Set your alarms. Bye from me. And it's bye from Gus as well. Take care. Lots of love. And we will see you tomorrow. All the best. Take care. And yeah. Whoa. Just before you go.
Don't forget, give us a like, drop us a comment and subscribe to the Kop TV.
The voice of football's most famous stand.